We're here tonight with legendary rapper and hip-hop artist Granddaddy Biggie D, a.k.a. the grandfather of rap.
Sup?
You also go by Grandmaster Grandpa, the Gangster Geezer, Snoop Old Dog, Sir Mixed Up, and a member of OFWA?
Old farts with attitude.
Why so many names?
My accountant said it would be harder for the IRS to find me.
Some rappers even credit you with the body language of rap.
I have bad arthritis. One day I walked into the studio and said, "My hands are hurting, my hands are hurting." First they mocked me, then they copied me.
And the pants?
Well, I wear my pants low, and they started doing it like I was starting a trend. Man, my pants are low because I ain't got no butt.
And I have to mention...
Crotch grabber.
Yeah.
These rappers think I'm trying to be sexy. Hell, I'm just checking to make sure it's still there.
I also hear you had a hand in discovering DJ spinning.
I love turntables, even as a kid. I still suffer from dizzy spells.
You were doing... Granddaddy, you were doing rap way before it gained national attention. I hear you were even scheduled to appear at Woodstock.
I was supposed to rap with Crosby, Stills, and Nash. At first I thought Crosby was Bing Crosby. But then I found out it's these three hippie dudes from California. You know that sweet Judy Blue Eyes? Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. That was supposed to be me.
Well, what happened?
Everybody said, meet you at Woodstock. You're scheduled for Woodstock. See you at Woodstock. So I went to Woodstock, Georgia. Do you know there are 12 states that have a town named Woodstock? Nobody said Woodstock, New York. Did you ever hear them say New York? So I take the bus for Woodstock, New York, and nobody's there.
Well, they had moved it to Bethel, New York.
Well, I didn't get the memo. They told me it's now in Bethlehem. I said, shit, I'm not going all the fucking way to Israel to sing doo-doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo.
Now, Granddaddy, tell me about growing up.
There's two versions. The one I tell the press and the real one.
What's the one you tell the press?
My mama scrubbed floors to put me and my 23 brothers and sisters through school. When mama died, I now had to provide for my 23 brothers and sisters, even though I was the youngest. Didn't make sense, but I did it anyway. Life was tough in the projects. Crack holes, pimps, drug dealers, Jehovah's Witnesses. It was awful.
So now, what's the real story?
Middle class suburbia, very ordinary and boring.
Now, after missing Woodstock, you had some tough times in the 70s.
Yeah, I went to an employment agency and told them I was a rapper. So they sent me to Macy's during Christmas. I thought I'd be rapping the Jingle Bells, and they had me rapping fucking presents.
And then you got a job. You didn't know it then, but years later, it would lead to your big break.
Yep, I got a job in Brooklyn teaching music to poor kids. Yep, those are my kids.
It turns out those were very gifted young students, a virtual who's who of the hip-hop world today, except, of course, for Vanilla Ice.
He was affirmative action.
When those kids grew up, they asked you to produce their albums.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's the difference between rap and hip-hop?
Rap is done year-round. Hip-hop is only performed at Easter time, and it's usually about bunny rabbits.
Now, also, there's different regions of rap.
Well, there's East Coast rap and West Coast rap, but they just merged like SAG-AFTRA. Now it's one union.
Tell me about your new book.
The Conspiracy of Hip Hop. Rap was created in the late 60s by a group of black scientists who were funded by the Black Panthers. The black community wanted revenge for the spread of the white establishment's easy listening music, specifically Herman's Hermits and Up With People.
Tell me about the new specialty hip-hop tunes.
Well, there's something new called black to black rap, which only black people can hear.
One of our cameramen is black.
There's also cracker rap, which is performed by black rappers, and what white people hear is entirely different.
Can you give me an example of this?
Rain, rain, fall from the sky, hit my head, hit my head. Rain, my head. Booty in the sun, booty in the sun.
Afternoon delight.
Great. You're a big guy. What do you weigh?
220, 225, 300 with the bling.
You also gave a TED Talk.
It was okay, no big deal.
Okay, we have a clip. I haven't seen it yet, but this is an excerpt from your TED Talk.
That's where music really started. When I started it, man, that was when music was music. Because I doubt if I would do anything that I didn't like. Maybe for a minute, but after I find out I don't like it, I won't do it no more.
What was that?
That was me and my friend Ted. We were talking.
I hear you're back to performing.
I do some shows at assisted living centers, retirement homes, hospitals, things like that. I teach breakdancing.
Oh, and how's that going?
Well, a lot of them break. The pacemakers just can't keep the beat. Good for funeral homes.
Your fame is not without controversy. Many of your music videos show women as sex objects, very scantily clad, lusty, and seductive, symbols really of male gratification.
Your point?
Nothing, I'm just saying it's really cool.
I'm with you on that.
And you've accomplished so much in your life. Where do your ideas come from?
I inhale inspiration and I breathe out creativity. My lungs squeeze out melodies, my windpipes add harmony, and finally, I exhale the music. Know who I give thanks to for this?
God?
No, my pulmonologist.
Could anybody learn to rap? I mean, could I rap?
1, yes, anybody can rap. 2, no, you couldn't rap.
Tell me about your own theater you have in Branson, Missouri.
Well, I'm between the Bee Gees Tribute Theater and the Johnny Mathis Tribute Theater.
Oh, wait, these aren't the Bee Gees or Johnny Mathis, but tributes to them?
Oh yeah, everybody's almost dead. So these are people that look and sound like the real thing.
So the same is true for your show?
Yeah, it's a show about my life called the Granddaddy Biggie D Experience. The guy who plays me is quite good. They did a great job with the hair and makeup, huh?
You recently tried to negotiate a truce between the East Coast rappers and the West Coast rappers.
They were shooting each other here, they were shooting each other there. So I sat down with both sides.
And what happened?
Those motherfuckers shot me.
Why?
They said I was trying to capitalize off their success.
What do you mean?
Well, the studios are called Death Row and Bad Boy.
And what is your studio called?
Bad Boy's on Death Row.
You don't see any similarity.
No, because I spell boys B-O-Y-Z. It's completely different.
But they both successfully sued and won. Now your studio has filed for bankruptcy. Do you feel any animosity?
Fuck yeah. The gangster grandpa is coming for you, you bunch of wanksters. You want scary? I'll show you scary. In 30 years, you're gonna look like this. I'm coming for you, you hear me? I'm coming for you. Get off my lawn! Get off my lawn!
Okay, sit. Under the tongue. Good.
Granddaddy Biggie D, thanks for joining us. It's been fascinating.
Peace out.
Wow, I have to get me one of those.
I got them all over my house. It's great. You don't have to keep getting up.